What?
You fucked up the recording last time.
I fucked nothing up.
So are we gonna have a repeat? I see you move tables. You have a little different setup this time.
We're safe. Safer. I don't know how safe, but
I had to look and make sure we actually recording. I never know.
Pending an earthquake or a natural disaster, maybe a tree limb falling through the roof.
I think that's the closest thing we'll get right now.
We should be
Power
good.
failure.
As long as I don't, like, nobody comes through the door behind me and I gotta jerk my head around. That could do it.
That could do it.
The old jerk.
I could see it. Jerking.
But I think we're good for episode 149. Slow burn.
149. 149 episodes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is it?
It blows my mind.
Does it?
Yeah, that blows my mind like Tom Hanks being a pedophile, man. That's some crazy shit, right?
Now, is he a pedophile?
I don't know. I haven't looked into this at all. You've done more of the research.
What happened? What was the whole... remember, like, when he got COVID, they were saying something then? Do you remember that? What that was? Because I kind of forget.
No.
But yesterday...
He just had COVID. But I saw a video that was from, like, last month about the thing you were telling me about.
But it just got brought to my attention.
Okay.
Yesterday from a non-conspiratorial homie saying, hey, man, I don't really believe in these things, but I know you do. And I was like, I kind of take offense to that, but go on. And he was like, what do you think about this Tom Hanks stuff? And I was like, I'll give it a gander. Let me check it out. I checked it out.
And you're on board with it now?
No.
Or it raises some questions for you?
It raises some suspicion of why Tom Hanks would take a picture and put it on his Instagram of a glove on a discarded O.J. Simpson-looking glove on the side of the road with...
Maybe he's trying to draw attention to it.
Maybe, or maybe he's trying to get out.
Yeah.
And the only way out is...
Yeah. Who knows?
So if he ends up dead... I think that's what the whole... when he got COVID was. It's like, they're going to take him out. They're taking out Tom Hanks because he's going to squeal on all these pedos.
Yeah, but... What about QAnon? He's been saying that shit for... The whole conspiracy there is like Trump's going to take down the pedophile elite, but how can he do that when he's part of it?
Well, everybody but him.
Oh, okay. He's the one that gets to stay. I am the king pedophile. I am the best.
No. It's kind of like Spawn.
Okay,
because like Spawn's like sent from hell.
Okay.
But he's like trying to like do good.
So Trump's trying to do good.
Yeah, that's what the QAnon thing is. Not my personal opinion. That's what disclaimer. That's what that thing's about. Like he's like a what do they call it? A white knight or a white hat or something.
Okay. So he participates in all this just so he can expose it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like he's an undercover cop.
A double agent.
Yeah, okay. All right. I understand that. I don't know if I agree with it, but I understand it.
Some super kayfabe, ultra top secret, non-military op, black ops.
Okay, so we've both been watching stupid, ridiculous shit this weekend. Amy's got me watching, what was it this time? We were watching 90 Day Fiancé the other week. Yesterday it was Married at First Sight. She went through and binged the whole season 9. She found out all the seasons are on Hulu now. So I'm sure I'm going to be seeing more of them. The whole premise of this show is these experts, like relationship experts, set up these people blindly.
Why do you keep putting experts in quotation marks?
Well, they're relationship experts. I didn't put them in. I didn't put that in quotation marks like your research. Let me do my YouTube research.
This reality TV.
Well, yeah. But they pair up these couples blind and they get married right away. Like first time meeting each other is at the altar.
Why not?
All right, and then they have like 2 months, and then after 2 months they have a decision day where they decide if they're going to stay together or they're going to get divorced.
Because that's like the whole annulment thing or something?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's ridiculous.
But it's, it is what it is. I also finished the rest of the Unsolved Mysteries and watched this show on Netflix called Diagnosis, which was pretty cool, where they like, this lady who writes for the New York Times finds these rare medical conditions that don't have diagnoses or don't have treatment plans.
Like elephantitis of the testicles?
Kinda. But, she like crowdsources opinions on it. So she'll write a piece and then all these people send in what they think the diagnosis is, and like, it was interesting.
So you watched all that, but you didn't watch Mucho Mucho Amor, the story of Walter Mercado.
I almost put it on. Amy said she didn't want to.
Oh my god, it's great.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Like, the dude's like this eccentric, like, astrological spiritualist dude.
Yeah.
And then, like, he fucks up. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
And then you just want to love this little fucker too. Like, everything about
Super
this.
gay?
Asexual.
Okay. I saw the
And,
clip
like,
where he was like, I don't want to tell him my age.
Yeah, dude. Like, I've seen him before, like on TV back in the day, like
Yeah.
the Telemundo TV.
Okay.
Flipping through the
I
channel.
thought you were going to say Sally.
Or I mean, maybe then too, because he was on there.
Okay.
But like, everything about this guy is like something like I should just be like, why the hell am I watching this? I should hate this. This is garbage.
But you're just sucked in.
I loved him. I wanted
Okay.
to hang out with him.
Well, you're like on that level now. You want to just meet him and be
Well,
like,
dude.
it's okay, buddy.
The only thing he wants in his life is for everyone around him to be happy, it seems.
Okay.
Mucho Mucho Amor.
Much, much love. All right.
Yeah.
I understand.
And he's got a little thing he does with it too.
Okay.
It's adorable. I mean, yeah, he got a shitload of plastic surgery and
Yeah, he looked a little weird.
he
I was
wears
gonna
some like Liberace-esque
Yeah, I was
get
going to
up.
say he looked like, kind of weird when I saw that.
Definitely weird.
I almost put it on, but I got vetoed, so.
No, don't be vetoed anymore on that one. That
Okay.
one-
I'm not going to sleep on it.
Mucho Mucho Amor.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And what else? I watched that and Struggle: The Life and Lost Art of Suzuki.
Suzuki?
Polish dude.
It's on
Mm.
Netflix?
Yes.
Okay.
This dude's was a sculptor, and he had like his life work.
Like what clay, rock,
Plaster,
okay.
and he did all these crazy, amazing, like exaggerated sculptures, and he was like renowned in Poland. And then the war came and took out all his shit.
Oh.
He was like buried in rubble of his studio for 2 days under one of his sculptures.
He's still alive?
He died right after they filmed this, but
Okay.
he lived a very long life.
Okay.
He eventually ended up coming to America, and like the only reason that people know about his work is because this guy that he became friends with videotaped like 200 hours of this guy.
Oh, okay.
Just talking about like his work and this, that.
So
and
he's
the-
more like famous in death than he'll ever be in life.
Yeah. Yes. He was
Like
a little
Mozart.
eccentric too. He came up with his own alphabet and wrote in it from childhood, and even after being told he couldn't. He had some out there ideas on some stuff.
We can come up with our own language if you want.
You should.
I used to when I was a kid.
Yeah, everybody had that little like. You got the decoder? Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the decoder. Okay, I'll write
Yeah.
you a note. Okay, you write me one back. We don't need that anymore. We got text messaging.
You Nancy Drew decoder.
No, my old teen.
Okay, Ovaltine, yeah.
What was the?
I
forget.
can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, he had this one, like, conspiracy theory or whatever you want to call it,
Okay.
that humans were pure and like not evil beings until
An evil being got into him, demon or something.
a Bigfoot raped a fucking normal person, and that's how we got criminals. Because he got the lady pregnant, and all the children and offspring from that are the criminals of the world.
Okay. That one's a little out there, but
Yeah. He's got some other out there shits, but you know,
no, that's
all artists got their own little thing.
yeah, that's fine. I think that's better theory than some of the shit that comes out of the president's mouth. So, you know, Bigfoots and Yetis are dangerous, though. Okay.
What about skunk apes?
Oh yeah, they're dangerous too. Because
They're short.
they can open portals, interdimensional portals with
Both
their yells.
Bigfoot and Yeti?
Well, they're all essentially the same creature.
So it would be the same portal?
Depends on where they're going. It's not like they
But the same, like...
way they open
yeah.
it. I would imagine. That's why you never see them. You hear the yells, but you never see them.
You just left with footprints.
And that's how the footprints just like disappear and stuff, because they're all like, oh shit, there's some people after us. Except much scarier. We can try to find one on the old YouTubes. Keep
Interdimensional Bigfoot.
keep going here for me. Help me out here.
I mean, so you're saying that the big feet or foot? The Bigfoots, when they hear people coming, they sweep their tracks, and then they do their little yell, and then they just through the portal.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna
Like-
get it.
Is it a step through
A step through? I would imagine. You don't like just
or beam me up, Scotty?
for like a portal. I would imagine it's a step through and not a beam up.
Okay.
It may be a beam up. What if they're calling like the spaceship to be like, oh fuck?
Wait, they live on the spaceship?
No, I don't think they do. They either live inside the Earth or like on another Earth that's connected.
I heard some inside the Earth conspiratorial theories this week too.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely some shit going on inside the Earth. They can tell you. They can tell you that. All right, so we got the video going here now.
Looks a little dark.
It's a little dark. All right, I just hear barking at this point. I'm kind of skipping through.
What is that?
I hate when people
Very-
like talk over these
Very
videos.
Blair Witch-esque.
I hate when they're all like whispering. Just shut the fuck up so we can hear.
Is that a horse? It's a dog. It's a pit bull.
That's not a pit bull. That's
know.
like a retriever, bro.
I'm looking in the reflection of your computers.
Okay.
Crazy.
All right. So there are some screams going on in this video. It sounds more like a like
That's no dog.
Like somebody breathing.
yeah. Almost happened again. See, what we need to get you is a headphone extender. Or just a better set of headphones. No, because those aren't bad. Just an extender for
Just
those.
an extender, yeah. That might help a little bit. That
Okay.
was kind of scary. Almost lost her.
All right, so I'm not too happy with this video. We aren't going to go further. I'll find one
Mel,
and send it to you later, and you can splice
Mel.
it in here.
you know that's not going to happen. Either you finding it or me splicing it in.
You can splice it at the end, put a timestamp. I don't fucking care how you do it. Okay?
Whoa.
All right?
No. I'm not saying that I'm probably... I'm saying...
I won't find... Oh.
Yeah.
You know the way to get me to do things now, so I'm going to do it.
I do. It only took 149 episodes.
You're like, I bet you won't do notes next week. I know you won't. And then I'll do it for a week and forget, because that's how I roll.
You've done that before. All right there, Blowtorch Hazy.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking A, man.
They found a head. They're like, this was big news for like one day last week.
Yeah, down by what? On the south side?
Southside St. Pete, we found a head. And then that was it.
Well, yeah, because now they got to investigate the head.
But like, not a peep. You figure you find a head, there'd be some kind of peep. Not one peep all week, bro.
But there's been all kinds of crazy shit happening, overshadowing other crazy shit. That's how the world works. You understand, and here in Florida, the epicenter of COVID, the hotbed, number one,
Well,
Florida Ichiban.
we gotta be good at something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
I
all
thought,
I'm saying is
I thought
continue to bring your tourism to Florida,
yeah,
people.
we need your dollars.
We need your
Disney-
dollars.
Disney is open.
Disney's open. All our theme parks are open.
Water park.
The NBA is playing here.
Yep.
Come on down. We may have the most cases, but it's okay.
Just stay 6 feet.
Herd herd immunity.
Wear your mask. Yeah. What?
So,
Why are we sending children back to school?
because our economy.
Huh? We need babysitters?
Yeah, because people wouldn't be able to go back to work, right? Is what they're...
But who the fuck isn't back at work?
I don't fucking know, man. Well, the people that wouldn't have, that like can't because they're kids is what they're saying. But
This is all one big fucking shoot, man. This is ridiculous.
it's a shit show, and it goes back to what I was talking about last week that got cut off. I don't think it was in the when we were on talking during the actual podcast that got released. Is greed is a mental disease that we need to, and it's greed. When people talk about the economy over lives, that's greed.
Yeah.
So, and furthermore, if we have to send our children back to school during a pandemic, maybe we have a shit economy that needs to be looked at in a different light anyways.
I saw one teacher shared a picture of the school's back to school plan, and one of them was to implement a form letter in case of a student or teacher's death. If you need a form letter in your school year in the event of a teacher or student's death, you probably don't need to be going to school.
What about the school that met to have their plan to go back, and like most of them ended up catching it at the meeting to go back, the plan meeting?
Mother Nature is telling you motherfucker something.
People don't listen.
No, people are fucking selfish.
It's exactly. It's that people are morally and ethically corrupt. They don't give a shit about other people. We're selfish people.
Yeah, and I think this has really driven that home.
I think, and that's another way, that's why Asian countries kind of handle this shit better, is because they are a collective society. You know, it's all about the society. It's about like other people all running together to make one thing good. But here we're an individualist society,
and that's why they get to watch wrestling live now.
Live, yeah. They had, yeah. All right, so we're jumping into wrestling. That's a good segue. I like it.
But
I like it. Yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling last night, this morning, whichever way you choose to look at it. Today, I guess, because it would be today over there when it happened. Dominion aired live, and it had fans in attendance. Also, their show they did yesterday, the finals of the New Japan Cup, had live people in it.
everyone had a mask.
Everyone had a mask, and so I read you got temperature checks to get in. They did not have merch stands. They did not have flyers. They didn't have any promotional materials. There was a ground level. There was a like New Japan towel in between every seat saying don't sit there. And up on the topper levels, the bowls where they're kind of more together, there were 2 seats in between everybody.
Huh.
And it was a fan like supporter. They got the early ticket lottery, and all the seats cost the same, but you didn't know where you were going to sit until you got your ticket.
That's cool.
So everything was like $100, which is more expensive than it's been. But you could have you had the lottery where you could have been floor level,
Right.
or nosebleeds.
I'll take that gamble.
Yeah, I mean, and especially to be in a show like that, that's got to be surreal, you know? That's an experience there.
Historic.
Historic, yeah. They were one of the first ones back. At least with live people, you know, like that. I know that in, like, I think Australia, they're playing some rugby games with people in attendance.
Well, I mean, you know. Ain't no rugby player gonna get COVID.
So, the big news out of Dominion, though... Well, actually, the big weekend.
The night before.
Like, night before, fucking Evil...
Mr. Evil is BC.
Turning on his Los Ingobernables de Japón stablemates
Now, who's he
against
got the
Naito.
trios belt with then?
With Sonata.
Oh, so yeah, he ain't gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna. I wonder how they get that off of him. You know.
Yeah.
It's you aren't gonna have too many 6-man championship fights right now with the whole COVID thing.
I don't
on.
know. I was looking at the lineup for today, and it was like everything was like a tag match, and then there were only 2 singles matches.
Well, that's how they usually run shows. It's to get
Because the many people on the bill as possible.
yeah,
but
get as many people, and it's also with the tag matches, you're not putting as much wear on the guys
True.
because you're able to tag in and out. It's not like you have fucking 30-minute singles matches.
And Minoru Suzuki,
Was not there because he had a fever.
temperature.
Temperature, yeah. They said he doesn't have any symptoms, but they pulled him out to be safe.
Which is good.
Yeah,
he
you
is
gotta
old.
be that way. I mean, he's old, but if anybody could kick that thing's ass.
Oh, yeah. For real.
He's like one of the only, he seems like a legit shoot badass, where he could fucking.
I'm not fighting the motherfucker.
No, exactly. I'm not gonna fuck with that dude. Even if it is all just a gimmick, I don't. He's one of the ones that actually seems like he could fucking fuck.
He's
people
living
up.
the gimmick. Yeah, he seems like he's living the gimmick.
It's kind of how Baszler was for me. She seemed like a fucking badass that did not give a fuck. I'm sure that's just the character mostly,
she's
but
a UFC fighter.
yeah.
I wouldn't fight her.
But she felt legitimate.
Why you keep looking above my head?
I'm waiting for that fan to fall on you.
Fan's gonna fall on me?
It's going to.
Okay. Is it from Acme?
It's from Wayfair. We paid way too much money for it.
Oh, the Allison?
Yeah. Jeez, that's some crazy shit.
Well, that was another thing in that the homie was asking about, like, would you believe they're selling these cabinets for $3,000 million for named Allison and the Jennifer? And
So, like, do people buy that and then they get shipped a kid in a crate or something?
I don't
How's
know.
it-
Nobody's tested it yet, I don't think. But, I mean, okay.
How did we go from wrestling
no.
to pedophilia?
Yeah, whatever. It works. It's not that far of a jump.
For some of them, yeah. Unfortunately, we learned that during Speaking Out. Looking at you, Travis Banks.
You. Office furniture has weird names. Coming from the construction industry, I know this. Like, it's usually like the secretary or the executive or something like that.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, the Jennifer, the Melissa isn't that far off.
Yeah, and the Reagans and stuff. It
Yeah,
doesn't...
and them being like $11,000. If you ever buy anything on eBay, there's always going to be like
that really expensive one.
and it's the same thing you're looking for, and you're
It's-
like, why is this so expensive?
Because some asshole out there is going to spend the money because they have the money.
Right. Or like they're just not going to like, oh, this must be worth what it's worth, and this is
Yeah.
the only person that has it, so I'm going to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that far off to me. I think that if like the missing children that they were linking them up to were like all in the same like town or region,
it'd make more.
it would make a little bit more sense to me.
I don't know. It's one of those things we'll
Still
have to wait and
weird.
see if anything else comes up from this,
They just put what's her face in COVID protocol in jail. That Giselle, whatever the fuck.
Maxwell or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So she's gonna die.
Yeah. All of them will die.
What?
Everything is evil.
Makes sense.
Evil's got 3 belts now. He beat Naito.
Okay, you're really A, fucking your floor up, and B, freaking me out with your like
Come on, bro. I've got to use
toe
my toes
fingers.
somehow.
Ugh. You're ripping your floor up with your toes and trying to hand it to me, and
Take
that's
it or
just
not?
no.
Oh.
You need to
Lola's getting in on it too.
spray your feet for COVID.
No, my floors do not have COVID. I tested them.
Have they gotten two negative tests?
2 negative tests.
Okay.
Isn't that some of the... All right, so... At the place we work, there's been some positive tests, and now all these people are coming back. So it's interesting
Yeah,
to
more than a
hear,
handful.
like, what these people are saying about it,
Doesn't sound like anything I want to get.
No. It just... Well, I don't know.
I do
None of them
not
came back dead.
yet. Nobody old's got it. We got some old motherfuckers there, man. There's a couple people there that they got COVID. They ain't lasting.
Oh, yeah. It's the, Also, I've heard, like, there's some evidence now that it might lead to, like, permanent scarring of your lungs and shit. Like, I don't want that.
No.
A young athlete like myself, I don't want that.
A young fat fleet? What?
Flat feet. Fat feet. Hey, man. I'm more athletic than I look.
Yeah, me too, but you don't see me out there
Touting your athleticism.
power marathoning through shit.
I could see you. That comes in like 10, 15 years where you start to get more conservative and you're like out there running and shit, and I could see it. Yep.
No, like, see, the thing with me and like exercise type shit is that, like, I don't mind it, but like if I'm gonna go and sweat and be hot and like raise my heart rate, I want something to show for it.
Yeah.
Like a paycheck, or I'm building something or something.
Or a healthy body. That's not enough. Not enough.
fuck
Okay.
that.
All right.
Too hectic.
You know what I would want? I want one of those fucking lap pools where it's just like,
Oh, like a little jet that you like swim
just
against?
endless, you know, like
But even that's like pussy work. That's for old people.
Still,
That's the way old people are supposed to work
swimming
out.
is like,
Not a young viral athlete like
swimming's
yourself.
the best, one of the best workouts you can get.
If you're old.
No, all the time. It's got the cardio. You're using all the muscles. Like, it's no stress
Low
on your body.
impact. Yeah, you need stress on your body to prove that you're capable of living life under stress.
Rob,
What?
your toxic masculinity is showing, bud. Let me stop you.
Listen, just because you want to tuck your tail between your legs and let them women take over for us,
I ain't gonna be no pussy.
I'm going to grab life by the pussy.
It's like, I always like that thing. Pussies are pretty strong, though. You know, they can
Whew,
really take a beating
pounding.
and keep going. Like, if anything, like a ball sack gets hit once and you're down. You know?
You just graze a motherfucking ball
Yeah.
sack. You're like, ah!
Oh, God. I did
I'm
it the other
done.
day. I just tapped it, and I was like, oh, I can't
Man,
breathe.
You accidentally sit on that motherfucker?
Oh, God,
Ooh.
yeah. Ooh,
That's
fuck.
a couple. That's like, you need at least
And
10
the older
minutes.
you get, the more that happens, because gravity's
Yeah.
starting to take over. They're sagging a little more, you know.
Unfortunately.
It's the struggle is real. That is a case where the struggle is fucking real.
I hate it when the toilet water gets on. Ugh. Ugh.
When you sit on those small ass toilets, like,
It's
you know?
like, bloop.
Oh yeah,
You're like, well, that
yeah,
just happened.
the Big Dippers. Yep, I know about those too.
Yeah. 2 scoops, please. Just
So
gotta hold them back. So,
you want
What?
You want to talk about comic books? You've read some this
well, I
week.
got some other. I got some.
Oh, you got some shit you want to bring up, Rob?
I mean,
here to listen to you, man.
I was sitting. I've noticing a lot more lately that I've been picking up on character traits from my father that I said I would never have. Like, whenever I turn my car off, I turn the radio all the way down, and I turn the air conditioner. Well, my air conditioner doesn't work, but the heater or whatever, I turn that off. Like, I do that in every car, like the work truck. When I'm at a drive, I don't know. I saw my dad do it, and he does it. So,
Like, I understand the radio to some degree, because when you start it up, you can hear if there's anything funky or like. But that's why, for me, instead of doing that, there's just times I'm driving where I don't have music on at all, so I can hear the
yeah,
car.
that too.
You know?
But another thing I picked up from my dad is when I'm ordering at a drive-thru, I will sometimes like rub my hands.
As you're waiting for the food?
Well, no, like as I'm ordering, like let me get a number 1 with cheese. And
None of these seem like bad things, though.
It's not necessarily bad things. I'm not saying they're
Then
bad.
why
It's
did
just
you?
like
You're like, you made it sound bad when you said these are traits I didn't want to pick up. I said I'd never
I
take
just
them
didn't
up.
want to be my dad. I just don't want to be my dad. Like, you know, he listened
Oh.
to talk radio.
Oh, yeah.
Conservative talk radio.
Yeah.
And I listen to talk radio now. Not necessarily conservative, but
Any kind of.
yeah.
You got to listen to different things. Is the thing. Did you ever see that documentary, The Brainwashing of My Dad? I think is what it was called. Let me
No, but it
fact
sounds
check that.
interesting.
But like, it was about, so this guy, his dad like all his life was like really liberal and democratic, and like then he got a different job where he had to have like a long commute, and he started listening to Rush Limbaugh every day and like conservative talk radio, and it was like he was brainwashed after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I can believe that.
Yeah, it is called the brainwashing of my dad.
Did you have anything like from your family or anything that you picked up like that? Like just weird shit you do that you don't realize you're doing that you're like, wait a minute.
I'm sure, but I'm not like self-aware enough to actually point them out, I don't think. So,
Okay.
I don't know, because like I'm like my mom. My mom's really like hermity, and I can see myself the same way. We don't really like go out unless you have to, kind of thing, and like
Yeah, that's me.
So, I guess not really though. Like maybe I guess I'm just not self-aware. I don't think enough of.
That's an okay answer. I accept that.
Either that, or it's I wasn't aware enough of the traits my mom and sisters, because that's who I'd pick up on, you know.
Right.
We're doing.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
No. Don't be sad, Rob. What's the matter, buddy?
Just looking over the notes, man.
Oh, you got notes over there.
Because we've been bouncing around like crazy on this.
Yeah, no, we don't. We don't. This is not a linear episode. We didn't do. We went to wrestling early. We didn't even talk about all of wrestling. So I'm sure we'll talk about wrestling again. We're just here to talk. We're here to talk to each other and understand each other, and to be listened to by you guys and each other. Okay? This is a safe space, Rob. You can talk.
Dark Knight's Metal was...
I think I got turned off because I read the trade paperback.
Right, you started in the wrong place. If you would have started from the prequel stuff, because the metal itself was boring.
Yeah, it just gets like that was hard for me to get through.
The beginning of all that, telling you how it's going to start, and then how Batman became all those different Batmen was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's the best part, is all the
Yeah.
like secondary characters.
And it's got me wanting to like read Green Lantern now and other shit. Not Wonder Woman yet. That was probably the weakest one. Was the how he became the Wonder Woman Batman, or how to beat the Wonder Woman.
Speaking of Wonder Woman, I was telling you before we started this.
That's called a segue, Mel.
Wonder Woman Dead Earth is one of the best comics I'm reading right now, man. It's so fucking awesome. It's like, it doesn't feel like a DC comic, really. It kind of does.
It's
but
Black Label to begin with.
It's a Black Label, and it's just so fucking, I love it, man. It's got me wanting more. You gotta think like a Wonder Woman and like a post-apocalyptic, like Mad Max style Earth, but
Wonder Woman was like my first crush as a kid. Like,
okay.
Linda, what's her face?
Hamilton or whatever.
No, not Hamilton. That was
I don't know what
Blair.
it is.
Linda Blair.
Oh, Linda Blair. Okay.
Linda Hamilton was the Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
Are
you sure that's not backwards?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, you're the one that's been fact-checking now, so go ahead and type her up. Fact-check-a-roofski.
I'm going to fact-check it. You keep going with us.
Linda Hamilton?
Linda
Blair?
Blair.
Anyway.
Okay.
Like, her clapping them gauntlets together and spinning around and turning into Wonder Woman. It did something to a little tiny Rob.
So, Linda Hamilton was the
Exorcist
chick from...
Oh, no.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that's right.
Linda Blair from The Exorcist.
Okay. So... Linda... Oh,
that's with a Y, too. Linda Carter.
Yeah, Linda Carter.
Okay.
She was a woman.
I remember the show. I never got into it.
And then, like, The Incredible Hulk would come on, like, after that, and The Incredible Hulk TV show would scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah. It was weird, like, because I grew up watching, like, my first memories of, like, DC and all that were the Super Friends TV show, remember
Oh,
that?
yeah. Hell yeah.
And, like, the Legion of Doom and all that on there, and I don't remember, the Wonder League, was it? Or there was
Justice
like 3 or
League.
4 shows that were kind of all
a bunch of them.
the same there. But I would go to watch the like live actions, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this
This
shit?"
is garbage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of that live action trying to be comic book stuff was like the original Fantastic Four movie, the original Spider-Man movie. Ugh,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Garbage. Hot garbage.
What'd you think? Did you read Something's Killing Children?
Yes, but I wasn't done talking about Dead Earth, man, because that shit is hot fire. You need to be reading this, Rob. You're sleeping. You know what? When it's done, I'll just let you borrow them all. But it's like in this issue, she finds out like how the world got destroyed, and she finds out like how Superman was killed, murdered, and at the end of it, she ends up like ripping Superman's skull and spine out of his body, and then putting it over her whip, and it's like a weapon now.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, so she infused her whip with Superman's spine and skull?
Yep. She like threads the whip through it,
Okay.
like where the spinal cord would go.
Okay, and that makes it a better weapon?
I don't know. I haven't seen her use it. That was the last panel. Like
It's now infused with Superman power?
yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how it's, but it's
Whip
fucking
faster
badass
than
that
it
she because she's like everybody else is dead, you know.
So then who's the bad guy? What's the
humanity?
So there's still people.
Huh? Oh, there's still people. Yeah.
Oh, she's
like
the only
little pockets
superhero.
of people.
She's the only
No,
superhero.
that we've seen. There's like I forgot Barbara, the like tiger lady.
Okay, yeah.
She's still alive.
Barbarella.
Yeah. Is that who it was?
That was a movie.
I don't remember. I don't because she wasn't really familiar to me, and I was like, I know this isn't Barbara Gordon,
Or is it?
but I don't know. Because she's still alive.
Barbara Gordon's in a wheelchair.
And like, it's a badass series, man. But back to your question, yes, I am up on Something is Killing the Children 8. Man, it's still good. It's still got me gripped. Like, I keep wanting every issue to read more, and like, what the fuck is going to happen?
It's still fucking me up on the reading like the panels.
Oh yeah, because sometimes I've noticed that with Boom in general.
They do a lot of those double spread.
Double
panels.
spreads where you have to read the whole like 2
Across,
issues
It's
left
cool,
to
though.
right, and yeah,
As long as you
I'm
can
down
pick
with
it.
it.
As long as you can pick up on it.
I'm down with the clown on that one.
Whoa.
Speaking of Boom, Once and Future 8,
Hell yeah.
bro, I slept on that, but that's got me hooked. So Beowulf is a badass, but here's my theory. He's going to turn out being a good guy, and he's going to help him because he's going to realize that Merlin's playing
It's a
his
piece of
ass.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
So we'll see what happens there.
Then you just have a Beowulf in your back pocket.
Yep.
That'd be dope.
I also read Rogue Planet 2. Did you get around to reading
Nope.
Rogue Planet 1
Nope.
yet?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
man.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
still so. That's got me going. What the fuck, too? It's good. It's scratching it. I've been wanting to play. So I picked up Alien, the comic book collection.
Mhm,
I haven't read any of it, but it at that time it got me like thinking about Dead Space and Alien and all these like sci-fi horror kind of things. And this totally scratches that itch. Like, it is right there with like aliens in space. Like, what the fuck is going on? Hive mind creatures.
Okay. How do the aliens look? Are they standard alien?
Well, there's two
xenomorph?
different kinds. It looks
Ooh,
like
we got two
because at the end of this issue, you see another group that looks like your standard, like
Okay.
gray,
Yeah. I can get with that.
two big eyes. They're more blue and gray in this, but and then there's like these like tentacle neck like things
Tentacle neck. Whoa.
that are like antennas.
Okay. Those look like astronauts, though.
Yeah,
That, like
you
got
don't.
like taken over by parasites. Or
Yeah, exactly. So
something. So it's not really an alien.
It's kind of like a hive mind, though, is what is happening with them. I think. I don't know because they haven't done the reveal.
So that's
but
kind of like Plunge then.
I guess I don't
Yeah,
know.
because you haven't read Plunge.
Yeah, I haven't read that. And then X-Force
X-Force.
10. Fucking...
We got some shit going down.
Yeah, fucking Beast, like, showing his dark side, huh?
Yeah, like, he thought, like, that wouldn't be that big of an issue, fucking with, like...
Yeah, where's your... It shows that, like...
He fucked with the genetics of a plant and made it more, like, sentient or something.
Well, he, like, engineered it to, like...
Take over.
Easier.
And it took over the entire Terra Verde.
Yeah, the entire country of Terra Verde.
And basically made it a weapon.
Yeah. Which is crazy, and it just shows that, like...
And he's just got no problem with that.
Sometimes, like, really smart, like, scientists don't really have the ethical code they need, I guess. I don't know. But luckily, Gene was there to
telepath the shit out of him.
Telepath the shit out of everything there. And then bang Wolverine down.
Yeah. There was some hot tub action.
Yeah, so that definitely feeds the flames.
Oh, and Homie died.
Huh?
And Homie's dead.
Oh, yeah, the kid,
like
Cosmic Kid
time,
or whatever.
like the third or fourth time.
Yeah, Omega Kid isn't his name, right? It also, to feed the flames of the, like, threesome, Gene, Scott, Wolverine love triangle thing, but he also talks about Colossus's penis. Did you get that from that?
It's big.
Like,
it's not the only thing that's Colossus.
Yeah. I was like, okay, this is more into that, like, well, Wolverine being bi.
Sure, there's like a changing room for the X-Men after they're in the danger room or something. You know,
yeah, you know, Wolverine has 2 dicks, one to do Scott and one to do Gene with. You haven't heard that? Look it up. Here's your conspiracy theory to look up this week: is that Wolverine has 2 dicks. You've never heard this?
Only sharks have 2 dicks.
And Wolverine, bro. Look it up. I can't. I'm not gonna. You're gonna have to watch one of your Wayfair videos about this. And like,
does Wolverine?
But comics, man, I've got some bags and boards coming today. Actually,
dicks.
Not even this week. Today, so I can start like organizing more and get everything in its place. And I'm pretty stoked about that.
It only took you how long?
Well, before I didn't really have the space, but now that we have the studio here, it's a little easier. You look mystified.
So Wolverine might have 2 dicks.
Oh, your boy wasn't lying.
It's a theory that goes back to 2013 at least.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You'll look further into later, that. Yeah.
Maybe. Some of us might not want our...
No, I could see you looking that up when you're alone at home, maybe going to...
Fan art.
Doing, a little fan art. Maybe checking if there's some, research videos on the old Pornhub.
So, if you have 2 dicks, are they both the same size?
I don't know. That's the old question. I've heard, like, actual guys that have 2 dicks, like, from either genetic defect or, like... I guess that's the only way you're getting 2 dicks is genetic defect, but like, and the guy was saying they weren't quite the same size, but it was weird because one would get hard and the other one would get semi-hard. Because you don't have really, like, you really have enough blood in your body to get 2 dicks hard? Who knows? That's a question.
You gotta get like a cock ring for the other one?
Yeah, cock ring for one. He said he was bisexual, though, and it did lead to a lot of sexual encounters.
Wait, so do they both
function? Or ejaculate?
Finish?
I don't know. I don't remember about that.
Do you got 2 pairs of testicles then?
I don't think so. I think he just had 2 dicks. Let me look up a picture for you.
Come on, please. Look it up on your internet, please.
2 dicks.
Yes, 2 Dick Jones.
I am the guy with 2 penises. Ask me anything.
Wow, that was
on Reddit here.
Let's see
proof.
Them hogs.
Here's the proof. Oh, zoinks. Okay, they're all gone now. Updated pic really from 2014. There you go.
Ooh. That looks fake.
No, bro.
Wait, are they like webbed in between?
Yeah.
So he's really got like 3 inches.
Who knows? No, they're not webbed. That's 2 different dicks, bro. Here Here.
Yeah. Please.
There you go.
That's fake.
It's not fake, man. Look at those dicks.
That's photoshopped.
Those
I know.
are 8 inches of
I know
pleasure.
my Photoshop.
16 inches of pleasure. I guess. I don't know.
I never want to see that again.
He has an Amazon book.
Oh, I bet.
Double header, My Life with Two Penises. By...
Yeah?
I don't even... Diphylactic, dude?
What?
Diphallic. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, shouldn't he be biphallic?
Yes. I don't know. I never paid attention grammar.
So anyway, Mountainhead number 4 is so deliciously horror. Like, it's got, like, Thing vibes.
Okay.
The, like, whole town is turning into, like, these crazy monsters.
Oh, something... What were you talking about?
Mountainhead.
Mountainhead. No, don't talk about it, man, because you picked up the last fucking issue of number 4.
I didn't know there wasn't any more in the back. And if it makes you feel any better, the back has a little bend on it.
Oh, yeah, it does make me feel better.
Not that you care about those things,
No.
but I do.
I know you do. I'll probably just... Because I gotta check out if I have 3 still. I'm gonna need to see... I would imagine if they go through them that quick, there might be a second printing of it. So I can pick up the second printing of 4, or I could wait till the trade paperback comes out. And I kind of like trade paperbacks. Like, I want to buy... I almost thought about... Because it came out this week, both of them. Both Philadelphia and... Something's Killing the Children trade paperback.
That's out.
Volume 1. I almost picked those up. I thought about them. Just because I like having those collections.
Are you going to reread them, though?
Probably.
Yeah?
Philadelphia was really fucking good.
I felt like I needed to reread the Mountainhead, just because it comes out so infrequently.
Yeah, so sporadically. And who knows if that's because of Corona or...
Well, no, I really seriously think that we've been getting that for like a year now, and there's only been like 4 issues.
It's like one of those...
Like, we
Quarterly?
really... Yeah, like, it's like 3 or 4 different people working on it. They all got the same last name, though. So it's probably like a family thing. Some brothers.
No, it's good. It's definitely up there with some of the best shit.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing, so take your damn time.
The art's crazy.
The art's, like, awesome. It's like
It's
character art, but, like...
It's like Gideon Falls.
It's exaggerated. It's exaggerated, like, people.
Oh, you're talking about the actual people. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking about how the panels kind of like
Oh.
explode with
Yeah,
images.
no, it's very, like...
Because Gideon Falls happens. That happens. They do some really cool shit.
Take your
with
whole page.
with the panel layout and that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
Fucking Gideon Falls, man. That's so good. That's another one I'll probably keep picking up singles and then get the volume when it comes out too.
See, and then you sell the singles.
Yeah, I
But
will
the singles
eventually.
will be worth more than the trade. Because the singles, you're getting the first
printing.
printing.
Of them. Yeah,
And it'll have, like,
that doesn't
the mistakes
mean
or
shit
whatever
to
in
me.
it.
I'm not like a
I
collector.
know, Mel. It's okay.
I know. But, you know, to each their own. Like, I've decided the things I like to collect are, like, hardcover. Like, the Berserks made me fall in love with it. I want to get the rest of those. And then I also saw, because this week, fucking Gary Larson released some new Far Side.
Hell fuck yeah, dude.
Hell the fuck yeah. And I went on the, like, deep dive on his site, and I ended up going on his, like, merchandise page, and they have a hardcover entire collection of Far Side that
That's worthy.
that I'm thinking about getting, but it's $100, so it's going to be one of those
Gotta
things
be a
down
big
the
boy,
line.
though. That's like a Christmas present to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's like,
Man, those calendars, those fucking desk calendars.
yeah, I know, right?
Every day a brand new Far Side.
I love Far Side. Far Side was
It's been what, like 20 years?
no, he hasn't. Yeah, 25 years he hasn't released a
That's
new one in,
nuts.
which was crazy to me because
It doesn't seem like it.
it doesn't seem like it because there's so many out there, and then they're all over the place that I love Far Side. I just love it, and I'm happy that he found the joy in making some new ones again.
So, you anything you want to put in there on the razzling? You watch some AEW?
Some AEW. I think maybe we talk about Great American Bash. I put it on. I kind of fell asleep.
Watch this week's. Yeah.
They keep beating AEW in viewership total, but not demo ratings.
Demographic, which kind of seems like a titty thing to complain to argue, but
I don't understand it myself. I agree with fucking who was it?
Tony. They're winning their target demographic.
Was it Dax or Cash that said, you know, it doesn't
Dax.
matter because right now we're being spoiled with great wrestling.
True.
You know, back in the day, I liked DX and I liked NWO. I liked Hart Family and I liked Four Horsemen. Why
also
can't
sounds
you
like a
both?
man. Also sounds like a man that might end up back in WWE at one point.
I could see it. They definitely have played.
After they prove a point.
I could see it. They've definitely played the middle road and
which is good.
It's
Which is
smart.
good.
You don't want to burn bridges.
Well, some bridges.
Some bridges, sure, but I just appreciate that we get all this good wrestling. Impact. I'm kind of hyped for Slammiversary. I'm thinking about maybe putting the money down to watch it.
Yeah, because that's a hard one to find. It's not on YouTube. It's not on.
Well, it's on Twitch, right? They have them all on Twitch.
Is it?
I think so.
Ooh.
I haven't gone to look.
I don't even know how a Twitch works.
They've definitely built interest in their brand again.
Oh yeah, but
and it seems
how many times have they done that?
In the past, it hasn't really felt
Every
like it does
2
now.
or 3 years. It's like ooh.
But now
Impact,
it feels like it's more consistent.
It could be.
Like they're being more consistent with it. Back to the WWE, I like the wrestlers. It's just I can't the story. I've said it before, and it's the storylines and the non-payoffs and the just drops of stories, like the hacker gimmick. Whatever happened to fuck with that? They just drop the shit, or they'll have this big anticlimactic reveal like a spider.
It's Hornswoggle.
Animatronic spider in a cage.
Yeah.
Which could have been so much more. So that's what made me not really want to keep watching WWE and getting invested, is that you're just going to be disappointed in the end.
It's hokey.
But the thing that makes me not want to go back is their business ethics. After watching that Dark Side with Owen, I don't know, Vince with his fucking shit and the whole COVID thing, running the sloppy shop, they just they don't think about their people a lot, or I guess he does. I don't know. It just feels like such a morally corrupt business.
Burying Jeff Hardy in a DUI angle.
Yeah, and the whole angle about that. What is that? The bar fight at Extreme Rules.
How are you gonna pull someone's eye out? Have you?
Yeah, the eye for eye match. How are you gonna?
What?
How are they gonna? What's the exactly? This is another example where they've backed themselves into a corner. How are you gonna you know what, it's kind of off topic, a little bit on topic, but you know what else I am kind of hyped for? I might buy on Fight TV is Talking Shop Mania. Have you heard about this? Well,
this is Gallows and Anderson.
Anderson and Rocky Romero. Talking Shop was their podcast.
Right.
Where they would come up with all the different characters and just have fun, They're making their own Mania style event where they recorded it last week in Gallows' backyard, I think, in his ring, and it has all kinds of different cameos and shit. I saw, let me look it up because I know Enzo was there.
Good old Enzo.
They're having a boner match, a parody of the Boneyard match.
Wait, was Enzo there with the Cruiserweight Championship?
Probably, I would imagine.
How
Who knows?
you doing?
Who knows? But yeah, no, I'm kind of stoked for it. It seems like it'll it'll be some fun. And I think that's what wrestling needs, is fun. More fun. All right. Here's a picture they tweeted. So, Hornswoggle was there.
Of course.
Brian Hawkins, is that his name now? Brian Meyer?
Oh, yeah.
Rocky Romero. Chavo Guerrero. Enzo. Yeah, it just looks like it'll be a fun time, you know? Talkin' Shop, if you haven't listened to Talkin' Shop, you need to. That's some good shit there, man. It's a hoot.
It's a hoot.
Oh, yeah, look, Ricky Morton.
Ugh.
Showing up.
Wait.
Oh, both of them.
Okay, is that where Enzo tagged with, he tagged with, somebody and took on Ricky Morton and, his son.
Sex Ferguson shows up and Chad Too Bad. Yeah, man. But that comes out August 1st. $15 on Fight TV.
Oh, 15 bones? Yeah. That's
something
doable.
we're gonna watch. We'll get
Very
together.
doable.
We'll throw the bones on it.
The FTW Championship is back.
Yes, fucking Cage. We were talking about it this week. We were like, what could this big announcement that Taz is going to make? And then you sent me it at work, and I immediately, on the next break, went and watched the clip of it, and I got chills. I remember the storylines watching ECW when Taz was
Too Bad.
When Taz was the FTW champion. No, fuck the world.
You were really excited.
Yeah,
I
man.
was.
Taz was one of my favorites from that time. Yeah, I
can kind of see that now.
Even when he was in WWE, he was one of my favorites. The human suplex machine. He didn't give a shit, you know.
Taz with two Z's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FTW Championship, I did not expect that. I was expecting anything but
that. Yeah, and it was a nice callback. It's a nice throwback, and because when Taz first came up with it, it was because he was supposed to be feuding with Shane Douglas, but Shane Douglas was hurt and out and couldn't compete, which Moxley
kind of crowned himself interim champion there with the FTW Championship.
Yeah, and then Moxley's in the same boat where he can't really compete because his wife tested positive.
They're both negative now, I hear.
And they both had negatives. They're gonna get tested again. He's supposed to fight at he's supposed to wrestle Cage at
this
fight
weekend.
for
this week
for the fall, and which is cool because they're doing a lot of the proceeds going to COVID help and shit. Local
in Jacksonville, yeah, northeastern Florida.
Yeah, I'm all about. I love it when people help local charities because that's the charities that really make a big difference. I feel like some of the bigger charities are just kind of overblown.
You're taking too much off the top.
Like Susan G. Komen, who spends so much on marketing and just being a presence and a brand.
Yeah,
awareness is what they call it, but.
We're aware. You're a scumbag company.
It just feels like some of those charities are like that. It's a Salvation Army I don't really like.
I hate that damn bell.
Well, that and they're I don't like it when anybody...
Well, they don't want to give it to gay people.
Gay people, yeah, and they're just super, religious about shit, and religion for me is, you're trying to fit people into a cookie cutter, and you can't. Everybody's life is so different and so unique, and that you may see similarities and overlaps, but life is such a unique experience. Then how could everybody fit into the same mold? It makes no sense to me.
Here.
When people try to pigeonhole people like that,
But that's what makes other people comfortable when they can do that.
Yeah, it's exerting power, and again, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, do I have the right morals here?
The answer is no.
No.
Nope.
It's a big reason America's in this boat. Moral decline. I sound like one of those fucking
evangelical preachers,
but I feel like they are part of that moral decline.
Do you have some holy water you could sell me to help that?
Yeah, exactly. Let me sell you this.
Drink
No.
this. You see, they arrested those people in somewhere in Florida for selling fake COVID-19 cures that had like
Good.
bleach.
They need to.
Jesus.
It's dangerous.
Well, yeah, no shit, but eesh.
The scary part is people actually thinking it worked.
Well, they were selling it through a church
Kind
kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Which, like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with religion.
Nothing at all. But when
As
you
a
use it to
foundation.
profit off of like that,
But once it becomes organized, I feel like it loses its meaning.
scum and villainy.
Yeah, because it's just some guy. Like, because how many people just take the preacher's word for what's in the Bible instead of reading the Bible themselves or whatever it is, Quran?
Well, he's the one who went to
Torah.
school for it. Shit. Preacher school.
It's interpretation.
He gave up his celibacy. He gave
Yeah,
up his penis.
Yeah, tell that to those Catholic priests. You see that one that just got caught in a gay or a cocaine fueled gay orgy in like in a
What?
Vatican apartment?
Not surprised at all.
No.
Oh, that one video that I was watching about the whole Wayfair Tom Hanks thing. It ends with like known pedophile symbols, and one of them is like this like it's a triangle that
With
like
the triangle inside of it?
yeah
Yeah.
and it's all over the Pope's robes and like all the like Vatican everywhere.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It doesn't. I mean, I'm almost.
Like that's
I'm positive.
if the Illuminati was real, it wouldn't surprise me if the Vatican was part of it, you know?
Well, yeah, that's where it came from.
Like there's so much power there, and I think power corrupts, you know, especially once you get that absolute power. Look at cops. You know? When you have all this power with nothing to check it, that's what happens.
All cops are bastards.
Mm-hmm.
So says Mel.
Yeah, I mean I agree with it. I don't it troubles me because, you know, because I realize that not
So okay, how
All
do you
cops
feel?
are
How do you
like-
feel about
as people are bad, but I think cops as an institution is bad.
all the money that St. Pete is about to
Divert to it's a nice we need to be doing this. We need to be trying other things.
So you think
because
that's the right choice? The right?
who knows? But I think it's a great choice to try.
It's the right direction.
Who
And
knows?
The right direction. It
The right
being something
direction
different.
is trying something different. And who knows what that different is? And I think we only find out through trial and error. But you can't have changes without things changing.
I just got reminded of something else I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Did you hear that Pinellas Park, a small little town in our city here,
Yeah.
or county, installed license plate reading cameras,
Yeah.
several license plate reading cameras without telling anyone about it?
Yeah, and where I saw that, but I didn't read the article. Where did they set them up at?
There were like 4 or 5 of them, and they gave the locations, and none of them come to me offhand. But they said that if they decided they were going to use it, they would notify the public. Like, this is just a trial period. How fucking scumbag is that? We're just going to pop up all these cameras, like, for your safety, that are just going to, like, read your license plate. No, thank you. I'm not down with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't got shit to hide, but I don't think that's right. Especially not telling anybody about it.
No, yeah, you definitely need to make people aware. And what are they going to use them for?
So, it's,
Like,
send people tickets.
Is it going to be sending people tickets?
Of course.
Is it going to be like looking for cars that are like have warrants, or I don't know. Like, I don't know. It depends on what they're going to use it for.
What good could be used of it? It's just more infringement upon your fucking personal rights.
I mean,
I'll wear a mask, but I want I want you to keep your
live
goddamn
in
license
such
plate
a-
reader.
such a connected world right now that as far as like internet privacy and everything has come, that I just feel like we've given up a lot of it already.
True, but I
So-
also feel that this could also end up the same way blue light cameras ended up in Baltimore,
Yeah.
meaning the youth found
Yeah.
out about them and they can climb.
No, I understand that. It also, okay. So another thing this makes me think of now, and conspiracy,
1984?
is all these places that, because of the national coin shortage,
Yes.
are not taking
U.S.
currency
legal tender.
unless it's
Which is
exact
illegal.
change.
That's illegal.
And saying to use cards. And remember how that was the big conspiracy theory? Oh, NWO,
Yeah.
they're all going to have you using a digital currency.
Yeah. It's all happening. Or is it?
Yeah, are we going to get barcode scanners in our arm?
I ain't getting shit in my arm.
I don't think that would happen. I think that's a lot of...
Maybe I just went to Jesus school too long.
Yeah, I mean...
But, like, that was, like, the big, like...
Yeah.
It's weird, like, going to Jesus school, believing it for a little bit, then later on becoming an atheist, and then kind of sort of seeing some of the shit happen. But...
That's why I'm not an atheist. I'm an agnostic.
But
because-
also, if you're, like, smart enough, I think you could, like, kind of, like, see, like, that would happen anyway, you know?
Yeah.
Just natural progression of how
Yeah,
things would go.
yeah.
So,
And
who
that's
the fuck knows?
That's what I was, because we were talking to our... Amy and I were talking to Aaron the other day about, like...
Speaking of conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, it's that... if people are pattern-finding creatures...
Yeah.
If you look hard enough for a pattern, you're
You
going to
find
start
it.
connecting dots. So that's another thing, like conspiracy theories. I don't know if I can get behind all of them, because it's like the symbology and symbols. Like, if you start looking for that stuff, you're going to see that stuff.
That reminds me that of Struggle, the Stoli or whatever the sculpture guy I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
He says that he found a universal language of, like, a symbol language, and he, like, published a paper on it and shit.
Okay.
So
I'm intrigued by that. I'll look
Yeah.
it up. No, and I definitely think there's powers to symbols, and some of it, anything like that starts with a grain of truth, I think.
yeah,
And how much is embellished and added on and exaggerated, who knows at that point, I think that's part of the fun of them. But I think there's far too many people that are critical thinkers because they're thinking outside, like, about different possibilities, but they're not critical enough about these possibilities.
yeah. The dumbest people believe the craziest conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And then, like, the most logical ones that you think people would, like, believe are like, "Grr,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
meow." Anywho, Mello,
Yeah.
what say you?
I think we're done here. I think this week's a wrap.
I think that if I successfully hit the stop button,
That's when it's a wrap. But
yeah, it'll be a wrap, and we won't have lost this episode.
we won't be. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a achievement in itself.
Is it though?
Yes, because you didn't destroy our hard work this time. We lost 45, 50 minutes of stuff last time.
Of gold.
It was some of our best material.
Oh well, c'est la vie. I tried.
C'est la vie.
Bye bye.
This has been a TRGPN production.
It is what it is.